Hello, my name is Renard Webb, and I need your help. I'm going to go into a few things that I don't like, and I feel that we can change it. With your help, we can change things. Okay? Now, a little about me. Started off as a band in New York City. I was even in a New York magazine at one time. Um, from that point, I decided to go to China, buy goods. Actually, my first place I went to was Italy. And I was buying goods from Italy, importing them back to America, selling to the store. Then I went to China, Korea, Philippines, Amsterdam, London. Oh, I've been in many places on my dollar. Okay, now, on that note, I've been arrested a little more than 43 times. Like John Lewis says, good trouble. No felony, knock on wood, but good trouble. Um, Besides that, back in my history class, 1863, I believe, that's when African Americans fought with America, with the Army, Navy. 1769, I believe, about 200 African Americans went overseas to help other countries to fight. So we have a pretty good reputation, in other words, on helping America, building America. We've been there, invented many things. Okay, I'm very unhappy because the things I see, and I think we can change them. One, to start off with, um, violence. Okay, I feel that if we need to stop the violence, and if we can stop it, and it's not that difficult actually. To start off with, we need to get the National Guards to come out, have the machine gun, work every neighborhood that have violence on the corners, okay? With the police, I really feel, with all respect, they need to be deprogrammed and reprogrammed. And why I say that? Because being arrested 43 times, I can tell you things that happened. The precinct that my hair would just go right up, okay? Excuse me, okay? Believe me. Now, you get some nice cops, but the nice cops, when they see the other cops do things, they don't say anything. You know, but you tell us if we see something, say something. But if you see something, if you say something, the whole precinct is against you, and you must stop that. If you see something, you'll have one of the most highest suicides is police officers because they take things in and they can't express themselves because of the job, and it gets to a point where it bothers them to the point where some of them commit suicide. Some of them go to alcohol, and a number of things. So I think really you need to get the FBI to train them, okay? Because they have a much better record than the police departments. I mean, by numbers. When they come, FBI, they know what they're coming, okay? They know what they're doing. You'll come on possibilities and assuming and speculation. Anyway, so I think we need to deprogram and reprogram police officers. Now, as well, I think that, well, with all the money that you gave out, stimulus money, the money you sent overseas, back then, now, and tomorrow, I think you should invest into America now. And by doing that, give everybody cameras to put around their house, outside, the poles outside. Just have cameras everywhere. Okay, and believe me, if you do the cameras everywhere and put more lights on the street, because every hood that I go to, okay, the front door have a light, but while you're walking in the hood, it's all black. please make it lit like a Christmas tree. That way, and the cameras, that will deter anyone who's thinking about doing a crime. So that will help. Next thing, okay. When I was younger, you can go to after school program and it's over at 9 p.m. Not 6, not 7, but 9 p.m. You need to bring that back. Okay, that would be nice for parents to know where their kids are and they're not out in the street, doing you know what. So do the after school program to 9 p.m. That way they can leave the school, talk to their friends a little bit. Before 10 o'clock, they're in their house. Their parents, their mother, their father know exactly where they're at. That'll work. 99.9. Next thing, junior high school, elementary school, high school used to basically teach people on on what we need for the future, like electronics, computers, plumbing, whatever you feel that we need in the future. Teach the kids in elementary school, junior high school, high school. That way, if they happen to drop out, they still can get a dollar somewhere. That'll help. Then if they go to college, they're already prepared for whatever trade that they did in school earlier, so they can get much better at the trade that they want to do for the future. So I think that we should go back into that. I don't care if it's cooking. Okay, that's another thing. A lot of these restaurants, they have one person with the license, and they got 6 people who work under that one person that don't have a license. Well, I'm sorry to say, but back years ago, African Americans, they were one of the top chefs, excuse me, in America. Well, things change. Okay, I feel really that they need to have 40% of African Americans at all jobs that have 10 people within 24 hours a day to work at the places. Because I'm seeing too many people in restaurants, office jobs, and very few African Americans. Okay, very, very few of young kids. I think we got something like 59, 58% of young teenagers that's running around doing nothing, and we can get them to do something. And I don't mean give them something to get paid $7 a quarter now. I mean, come on. I mean, what can a person do with 7 a quarter? I think there's certain states that 7 a quarter, 7.50, whatever it is, you need to make that $15 across the board automatically. Not stretch it out in years. Make it now $15 an hour, I feel. That way, by the time taxes taken out and everything, they got a little something, something to survive and take care of their family. Okay? Next thing. When I have been to a lot of cities in America, and when I go downtown, you see a lot of vacant stores. Well, let me tell you, landlords who got a lot of property, if they let that property sit and do nothing, they write it off on their taxes. So they come out ahead no matter what. But the neighborhood looks terrible. Enough of that. Enough of that. I believe what we should do is put somebody in that store, entrepreneur for the future, that want to run own the store, let him go there, okay? And when he goes there, he gets a month-to-month lease. He pays a small amount, and if business gets to be good over a certain amount of time, then he can pay the full amount. That's reasonable, okay, as well. So that's a win-win for everybody. State, city, government, win-win-win for everybody. Next thing, people on the homeless. Well, a lot of people have family members that's out there homeless, but they can't bring them in because they're gonna play that squatters' right crap. And, they may lose their apartment by doing that, so they have to look the other direction. Stop. Let them have somebody come in that's homeless. Let the government pay $700 per month. I think it's fair because you pay more than that in hotels and shelter. You pay much more than that. And you feed them and everything else as well. And some get food stamps. So, hey, do the math. But if they get violent, you call the police. The police comes. It'll be nice. They come with a counselor or somebody that can talk to people the way people need to be talked to. And the person that's violent got to leave the premises right away. That's it. If it's not violence involved, the person who's naming a lease, give them, I say, a week to 10 days to relocate. That's cool. And then you bring in somebody else who you feel that you're more comfortable with. That's okay, I feel. So that will stop at least 30%, 40% of homeless population. They got some homeless people that's really mentally in trouble. Well, unfortunate, that's where you need a place where you can deprogram and reprogram there because, people don't be born that way. Something happened for them to be that way. I mean, I like to tell you my story of what happened to me, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So anyway, um, with those notes, please help me put together an expo so we have motivated speakers and people empower people, counselors, lawyers, doctors, a little bit of everybody on seminar to try to get people, you know, functioning more comfortable than what they are now. And we would do a show every weekend, different states, but these shows in the major state, you're looking at $200,000 per city. So I need a lot of money, and I need sponsors because we're gonna have a liquidation area. So companies that want to liquidate goods that's overruns or last year goods, they can put them in the liquidation area so they can also get rid of it as well. So please donate, sponsors come involved, get involved, people, whatever you can afford, please give. I will have a newsletter once a month to show you exactly where your money is going because all I want to do basically is empower people, help people. I see too many people now committing suicide, going to drugs now. Believe me, I deal with people every day and it's not looking good and they need help. Okay, I know other countries need help too, but we was born and raised here, we built here, help us help ourselves. Thank you very much. Be safe and God bless America. Thank you.